Well, a local dog that got a second chance at life is now inspiring others.
He's been on quite a journey. WENY's Candace Cole saw firsthand how this one-of-a-kind pooch is helping those who need it most. She joins us now live with more. Candace?
Ben and Daryl, I first met this special pup for the first time back in August. So when I ran into him again 2 months ago and learned how he's been making a difference, I just knew his story had to be shared.
He was a big goofball. He just wanted to love people.
Meet Capone, a rambunctious, warm, fun-loving dog you'd never know that just a few months ago, on August 2nd, 2013, he was found wandering on a rural country road, bleeding with nowhere to go.
He was a little thin. He had probably been running for a few days. He did have a pretty good wound on, I believe it was right on his forehead.
That wound on Capone's forehead, believed to be a gunshot wound. It's suspected that someone tried to kill him.
It looked as though a bullet had grazed the skull and left like a wound that had healed over, partially healed over.
When Thurston Dog Control Officer Randy Akins got the call from a driver who had picked up Capone, he took him to the shelter in Rathbone, where he would get his wound cleaned and await his fate.
We hold him for 5 days, and during that 5-day period, of course, you're hoping that the owner comes forward. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't happen. If we cannot find them a home in that 5-day period, unfortunately, they're due to be euthanized.
Officer Akins says it's the hardest part of his job as a dog control officer. But luckily for Capone, when his time was up, Officer Akins took the 2-year-old pup to Tanner's Paws in Corning instead of putting him down, a place where he could stay for as long as he needed.
They don't have a time limit here. We're a no-kill shelter, and we don't euthanize.
Capone would stay in the care of Tanner's Paws for 7 months until December 2013, right around the time Angie Hoagland, a service dog trainer for Pathways to Peace, was in need of a new dog. She was referred there by a colleague, and the rest was history.
He was one of the first dogs they showed me. They said he was really special, and he sure is.
Pathways to Peace specializes in matching up dogs with disabled veterans. And when Angie met Capone, she knew she had found the perfect match for one of her clients.
He sat 15 times in the first 30 seconds that I met him between jumping on me. That's highly trainable. You don't often see a dog that's so eager to follow commands after you first meet them.
Capone, who was renamed Gunner, is being trained for his handler Timothy, who served overseas in Korea and during the Iraq War for 3.5 years. Timothy, who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, did not want to appear on camera, but tells me that Gunner helps him out emotionally and keeps him calm.
Gunner's main purpose is anxiety reduction and to keep his handler calm and from having to do too much work on his own.
He also helps to keep a safe perimeter between Timothy and other people and can help him back on his feet should he fall or become unconscious. Angie said she chose the name Gunner because
Gunner is somebody that watches out for and protects everybody in the unit. They're kind of the watchtower position, and that was kind of what he does. He's there to watch out for his handler and make sure everything remains calm and okay.
It will take up to a year before Timothy and Gunner are a full team. Angie's husband Daniel was diagnosed with PTSD 14 years ago after serving in Bosnia, Kosovo, Afghanistan, and 2 tours in Iraq. He says his service dog Jake helps to keep him on an even keel.
Every time I start to get ramped up, he brings me back down. And it allows me to get a longer fuse when I'm dealing with public or when I'm dealing with family or dealing with friends. And that's very important for a lot of the combat guys coming back. The fuses can be somewhat short.
From running for his life to living a life with purpose, Capone, now Gunner, has certainly come a long way. It's a second chance at life for him and one of our beloved heroes.
It's amazing to see these dogs come in from a situation like that and then turn around and find, like I said, a purpose. It really makes us happy. And
I think that's just awesome, and that's what, makes my job worthwhile. Seeing something like that happen and knowing that a lot of good's going to come out of this dog.
For more information on Pathways to Peace or Tanner's Paws, be sure to visit our website at WENY.com and click the link in this story. In the studio, Candace Cole, WENY News.